Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Does Free Comic Book Day 2026. I'm a little late. Free Comic Book Day is in early May. It's now just about August. Well, by the time you're watching this video, it's going to be August. I just got these in the mail. Um, I don't have a local comic shop really. I've got to drive over an hour to get to one, and I used to make the drive quite often. I used to live a little bit closer. I still would have to drive about an hour to get there, but now it's over an hour to get there, and I really don't care about new comics very much. Uh, I got these on eBay. Somebody was selling all three of these in one lot, and they were all ones that I was interested in. I recently picked up the first several issues of this Flash Gordon series from Mad Cave Comics, so I wanted this free comic book day comic. And and then I drove all the way to a comic book store that was closing, like 3.5 hour drive away, because it's one that I've gone to since I was little. Uh, and they had a whole box full of these Flash Gordons, so I could have gotten this for free. I didn't pay a lot for this. I also got There was 4 comics in this eBay lot. There was these 3, and there was Garfield, the comic strip Garfield. It must be that somebody's putting out a comic book. My wife likes Garfield, so that kind of talked me into getting it. I'll give that to her as a gift. But these 3, I was interested in. This one especially. I grew up on this show. I loved this show when I was a kid. Greatest American Hero. I recently listened to an interview with the AMP people that published this, the AMP people, and they were talking about the Greatest American Hero. And I was intrigued because, like I said, when I was a kid, I loved this, and I thought it was a neat idea, a Greatest American Hero comic. And so I wanted that one. This one was in the eBay lot, and I've recently also, when I went to that store closing, 3.5 hour drive away, I picked up a bunch of the Titan Comics Savage Sword of Conan magazines. They had a couple of them there that were like 50% off, so I grabbed them. And like I said in that video, I'll try and put a link for that right here. Like I said in that video, like a lot of YouTubers in the comic book community are raving about the Conan comics that Titan is putting out. So this was a bit of a draw for me too, to get this eBay lot. So I wanted this one, I wanted that one. This one sounded cool, and there was one in there for my wife. So here's the lowdown. This one is just a reprint of the first issue of this new series, so that was kind of disappointing. However, there is this short story in the back, The Phantom, so that's kind of cool. I haven't read this one yet. The Phantom is kind of a cool character, though. We'll see what I think. I haven't read The Phantom yet, but that'll be, the one benefit to having this is the preview of The Phantom, to see if that's any good, worth picking up or reading. This one was quite good. The artwork, the story. This is what is it? Jim Zub, is that his name? He's like the popular. He's the hot Conan author right now, writing a lot of. I think he writes the Conan the Barbarian ongoing series for Titan, and assorted stories for the Savage Sword of Conan magazine. So he's big time into Conan. I think Jim Zub was writing for like Marvel a few years back, and I don't remember if I read anything by him. I must have, because I didn't really have a very high opinion of his writing. But now that I've read a few of these Conan stories that he's written, I'm starting to see what all the fuss is about, because he does a very good job with Conan, I think. And I like he's got this nickname, Grim Jim Zub. That's great. Howling Jesus Marino is the artist. I don't love his artwork, but at the same time, it's not bad at all. This is kind of an interesting. This is like a mini series, so I think this kicks it off. this Free Comic Book Day comic kind of kicks the story off. From there, it goes into Savage Sword of Conan magazine number 16, and then I think there's like a 4-issue limited series that it goes into from there. So this is just kind of like a limited series event that's spread out over a Free Comic Book Day issue, a Savage Sword of Conan magazine issue, and then a 4-issue limited series, I think is how that works. But this looks really cool. It's kind of one of those cross time events. We've got a soldier from World War I in the trenches, fighting in the trenches, and we've got Conan fighting, and their stories parallel each other. And I think by the end of this, the World War I soldier is going to end up back in Conan's time. I think that's how this is going to work, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to pick up Savage Sword of Conan magazine number 16 to find out what happens. And then the big reason that I wanted to get this, I got online looking for Greatest American Hero Free Comic Book Day. I don't think this has started yet, or maybe it has now. The first issue may have come out. I don't know if this is just a reprint of that first issue. And that's annoying. I don't like it when Free Comic Book Day is just a reprint. I understand why you do it, but I would prefer an original story. But I get it. That's extra money I have to pay to all the creators to come up with an original story and whatever. But so the premise of this is that it picks up in the present day. So in other words, William Katt, the actor that played Greatest American Hero in the TV show back in the 80s, he's an old man now. You see, he's an old man. He's still got the suit. And for a second there, he turned young, but only for a second. But it's basically, it's going to be a story of his long lost son, I guess. I guess the Greatest American Hero has been out in space or something. Kind of starts the way the TV show started way back in the day. The spaceship coming down in the desert, and it just kind of beams him down. And his old car's there buried in the dust, which is kind of funny. So basically, this is his son and his granddaughter, the Greatest American Hero's son and granddaughter. He's estranged from them. So this is just going to be a story of him working himself back into their life, I guess. So I'm not sure I loved this, but it wasn't bad. I don't know if I'll try picking up a few issues of the Greatest American Hero or not from AMP Comics. But if I have the opportunity, I probably will at least pick up the first couple issues, because I'm guessing the first issue is just going to be a reprint, or this is a reprint of the first issue, so it's going to be like, why even buy it? But this one was definitely cool. This one I think I will definitely try to follow and pick up the issues that this story goes through. And I have like the first 9 issues of this Flash Gordon series. So, and I've only read the first issue, so I've got to get through that. And it's not bad. I feel kind of the same about Flash Gordon as I do about the Greatest American Hero. Like, it could be good, and it could be just meh. But this actually Conan looks like it'll be good. So that's my Free Comic Book Day 2026, a couple months late. Anybody else out there get Free Comic Book Day books and enjoy any of them? Or are any of these worth any money? Probably not. I only paid a few bucks for them, but I wanted them, so it's cool. But yeah, anybody else out there get Free Comic Book Day comics this year, and maybe some of these have some ideas on it? Please comment down below. If you know any other old nerds like ourselves, please share the video with them. Stick around my channel. I do a series on here reading my Marvel comics in order. I'm currently in the year 1977, and I read an issue in publishing day order from my collection and do a video on it. So subscribe for that if you haven't already. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.